AAA, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled 28 Pretty Hates Men but Still Dates for Free Food. Let's get right into it.
Getting ready for a date. I'm about to go ahead and get dressed. And I was like, so like, dating, fuck men, like I'm not doing this shit anymore. And something hit me the other day. I was like, wait a second. I like food. I like experiencing new things. I live in a huge city where there's so much to do. Why would I not go on dates? Like, who gives a fuck? It's really not that deep. And also, it's like I can literally just pull up. I don't even have to like really try that hard. Like, I mean, I got cute today, but like I don't have to like try that hard if I don't want to. And if somebody doesn't like me, who gives a fuck? There's so many men out there. And when you have shit like Hinge or like, even if you don't do online dating, if you just like meet people in person, there's literally a billion men in this world. Like, there's always gonna be men. Men will fuck anything. Like, they don't really care. So it's like, you really don't have to try that hard. It's like being a girl and dating is honestly so easy, and it's so much fun when you like just don't give a fuck. Getting ready for
Isn't it awful that so many women are following this girl's lead? Oh, you don't have to try hard. Just use men for free dates. You know, why not? Why not date men? Go on Hinge and go and experience things in your city, you know, because why not? Because, like, why not? Why not just, like, manipulate and use men? Yeah, why not? Why not manipulate and just use women? You ever thought about that? These same women complain about narcissists, but they're the narcissists. They're the ones. Anyway, I found out some other clips by this girl. She's pretty interesting. Take a look.
This is gonna sound so crazy, but I feel like I genuinely became more free when I realized that I don't have to have an ass. Like, I used to be so obsessed with having a big butt so I could like honestly make men like me. And so I would like overeat. I was always worried about like squatting, lifting heavy, and I kind of would like exhaust myself so I could literally look a certain way to like fit these beauty standards. But like now that I don't really care anymore, like I just like I work out so I can feel good. I eat so I can feel good. I'm not obsessed with how I look and how men perceive me. So I feel a little bit more like free. I don't know how to explain it, but I genuinely feel like it's not that serious. Men still appreciate you and like you if you don't have a big butt. It's gonna be okay. This is gonna sound so crazy, but I feel like
It sounds very crazy, girl. It sounds very. What's wrong with working on something that's going to attract the kind of man you want? Don't you want him to work hard to make money, to have a fit body? What if he says, "Well, who cares? Doesn't matter. I'll get girls anyway. I don't gotta try hard. I just gotta show up, and you know, I want to work out to feel good." No, work out so you could actually build your body, be healthy. Why not? You guys want men that make six figures. You can live comfortably way below six figures. What do y'all need six figures for? Oh, you want him to work hard to make money so he can take care of you. Listen, lady, I get it that you're trying to decenter men. It's like in fashion now. Everybody's trying to decenter men. But why don't you go to the gym and actually try to earn that booty? Booty changes a lot of women's lives, okay? I'm not a big fan of BBL, but if you earn it in the gym, you're going to have BBL allegations. Now, this is what her butt really looks like. Take a look. Okay, she's a slim girl, kind of tall. Not much. Not much. She got an iPad. I think she should go back to the gym and do some squats, do some hip thrusts, and earn that booty. Don't say, oh, men will still hit this anyway. We'll hit anything. We'll hit a hole in the wall, a hole in the mattress. Do you really want to be the hole in the mattress? Anyway, I found some other interesting clips. Take a look at this girl. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
I just came across this video of Duke Dennis walking past this very beautiful girl, and he did a little head nod and then continued walking. And someone in the comments said he bookmarked her. And I got immediately triggered because I feel as though so many times in my life, men have acknowledged my beauty, my value, who I am, where I'm going, all of those things, and they will just bookmark me. And they will take it further than what Duke Dennis did and just simply nod their head and acknowledge all that I am. They will get close to me. They will pursue me. They will court me. They will do all of these things and then bring it all the way to a halt and say, you know what? I'm not ready. I need to be in a space to give this 100%. I need to do X, Y, and Z. I feel like this is something that we should do in a little bit more time. And it's always like I'm being bookmarked and I'm the woman that they feel as though is their wife. And while they are in a phase of, figuring things out or wanting to just do them and live their life, I'm just bookmarked. I'm in the bookmark page for a day when they want to come back. And it's just like, I would rather chew a jean jacket than be bookmarked by another man. I'm so...
It's too late. It's too late. And she says it on the screen, you don't get to bookmark me. Yes, we do. You can't tell us what we're going to do with you as far as like whether we're going to categorize you as a wife or maybe in the future, if all else fails, if I become paralyzed from the waist down, then I'll marry you. If you're in a scenario like that, chances are you're not that girl. I understand that your TikTok is titled Diary of That Girl. I don't think you're that girl. Because if you're that girl, they would marry you. When a woman is a wife, she gets snatched up off the market quick. If people are still leaving you on the market and bookmarking you, they're not really bookmarking you. That's the game. They told you, oh, I'm going to pursue you. I'm going to court you until after they smash, they're going to move on. They're going to smash and dash. And you're tired of getting bookmarked because you're tired of getting pumped and dumped. Now, I looked at her page a little bit more. I figured out exactly why she's getting bookmarked. Take a look at this. Look at this weird dancing she's doing. Right? I'm going to stop right here. Look at the size of her arms. Do you see that? She got some big arms, tattoo on arm. She's not that girl. I know she probably thinks she's that girl. But to me, she's probably 30, 40 pounds overweight. That's why you're getting bookmarked. You're not a wife. Respectfully, you're not a wife. You know, and I know, men, they do women so wrong. You're not going to let you bookmark me. If you want to be a wife, go to the gym with a girl that needs a booty. You lose 30 pounds and help her get an ass. Okay? You guys can work on it together. It might be fun. Anyway, I found some more interesting videos. Take a look at this.
So I'm supposed to be going on a date with a guy I met at the bar last night. We met last night. And our date is in 25 minutes. And he just asked me if I can send him a photo of myself so he remembers what I look like. We've been talking all day. Do I just cancel?
Oh, that is hysterical. You ladies, oh man, I see why the dating market is so crazy, because women want the top 20% of men, but they don't realize that these men are at bars getting drunk and you show up. They're not that interested in you. They're just drunk. 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, everybody's attractive. And you guys exchange numbers and talked all day. And now he's asking you for a photo so he can remember which goofy girl you were. Guys, this is why it pays to be in the top 20% of men. Because you could run any game on any girl, and they're not even going to notice. She has no idea. She's just a layup for him. She's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go on date. She's going to get all dressed up. Girl, he's going to go on date with anybody. I guess the girl in the first video was right. We'll smash anybody. Okay, if you got legs and a hole in between it, yeah, it might work. Anyway, found out another video. This is pretty interesting. This is a little deeper. Okay, I like how she describes this. I don't agree with everything she says, but some of the things she says, take a look at this.
Being over 2 years into decentering dating, I have learned a lot. By decentering dating, I mean I am not pursuing romance. Not on dating apps. I'm not thinking about dating. I don't want to date. I don't go into spaces and scope out the scene to see if there's anyone I'd be interested in. Romantic love and pursuing romantic love just isn't a priority for me. That's what decentering looks like to me. It's really interesting once you're so in this lifestyle because you really get some funny comments from people. You get people who pity you because they think you're decentering because you couldn't find love, because you don't think you deserve love, because it's too hard out there. So they'll talk to you as if you just need to get the courage. Oh, you just need to put yourself back out there. There's this tone of pity that baffles me. And it's sad because the way we're socialized to believe that if you're choosing to not pursue romance, you must just be sad and lonely and hopeless. We gotta change that. I do get a lot of questions. How do you deal with loneliness? How do you deal with not having sex? How do you deal with all your friends being in relationships? Obviously, we're all different and we handle things so differently. I personally don't feel lonely because I have really deep and intimate platonic relationships. I feel very cared for and loved.
So that means she uses her friends, her male friends, for that male attention. Ladies, you're not fooling any of us. All this is a big cope. You're all coping. You're saying you're decentering dating, but now you're making a video on dating. if you could decenter something, just go on to do something else. Right? Like, to me, it's an obsession if you keep talking about it. If it doesn't matter anymore, prove it by doing something else. I'd rather see that women like this would get online and focus on what they really want to do. But instead, they got to let everybody know they decenter dating. And that's the term that I like that she said the best. Decentering dating. Yeah, you don't have to decenter men. When you make it seem like men's an issue, that's when I have an issue with that. Okay? But if you're decentering this idea of going on dating apps and dating and you feel like it's a complete shit show, and I don't disagree with you. It's crazy out here, right? Somebody pissed in the dating pool. And I think the women did it, okay? But I get that, okay? I get that. You don't have to focus on dating. Build yourself. Work on yourself. I get it. And if the right man or right woman, I don't know which way she swings, whoever, if the right person comes along, then you can make something happen, okay? And it might never come along, but hey, you just center dating, right? It didn't matter. So, hey, who's to say that everyone's supposed to end up happy in a relationship? Some people are going to be alone with a dog or a cat and some box wine, okay? And a Sam's Club membership.
So loneliness isn't a concern for me. When it comes to sex, I'll be honest, the longer you go without having it, the less you want it. But I know everyone's very different. People's libidos fluctuate. So I personally do not need it, nor do I miss it at all. And then when it comes to my friends being in romantic relationships, it's just fun. I'm like, okay, great. Love that for you guys. I recently said to a friend an interesting observation for myself watching her pursue romantic love, because no part of me misses that and no part of me envies it. Jealousy is a very identifiable emotion. I was almost shocked that I didn't feel that way watching her live out things that maybe my old self would have really wanted. I thought that was a really interesting signal to me that I'm on the right path and I'm doing exactly what's in alignment to who I am. People also...
It's not, and I hate when women, please, these are social experiments. You are designed for a man. You bleed once a month for a man. This idea is not in alignment with you. It's all, you've made that up. You have no empirical evidence of that. You have zero. Okay? But people just say this stuff. You don't just determine what's in alignment with you. That's not how this works. Okay, we're humans. We're born for a particular type of behavior, and we have a purpose. Whether you think it was nature or nurture or not, it doesn't matter what you think. You can't fly. You don't got wings, so you weren't designed for the sky. Okay? It is what it is. You weren't designed to be in the deep sea ocean swimming. Okay? We can't hold our breath that long, so that means we're designed to be on land. I'm saying this to say that we have a particular orientation in this world, but people try to think to themselves that they could just design reality. You can't. You might be able to tailor your experience, but you can't tailor reality. Now, I want to say this because she says she does not miss sex. Fair enough. You might not miss the pleasure of it. And I can respect a girl who doesn't want to be a 304 every other night of the week, going to bars, getting drunk, having random hookups, right? Then later on saying it might be me too. Whatever you're doing, right? I want to let you know this. And they say that this starts in perimenopause or postmenopause or during menopause. But there's something called vaginal atrophy, okay? That means your vagine could shrink, shrivel up, and be brittle if you don't no longer use it. Yeah. See, us men, we use our urethra and our schlong to do other things. Women, the hole between your legs, okay? Something needs to be up there or it's going to fall apart. And I know the body's like this because if you don't use it, you lose it. It works that way for every other muscle in your body. It doesn't surprise me. It works that way for your uterus too. And your hole, okay? Your walls, okay? So just something to think about. Even if you don't want to sleep with anybody, you might want to shove something up there so it could stay, functional. I'm just saying.
So ask, are you ever going to date again? I don't like speaking for my future self. I do have a lot of confidence in the fact that I don't believe I'll pursue dating, but I'm not going to say no to it if it approaches me. I'll be open to it with a discerning mind, but I don't need it, so I wouldn't chase it. If it wants me and it wants to show itself to me, I'll entertain it. It's fascinating the things you learn about yourself and the things people throw at you when you've just fully decentered dating and romance in your life.
I think the more fascinating part is that people could trick themselves into believing whatever they want to believe. That's how powerful the mind is. The mind's so powerful, it can be deceived. And sometimes I do feel like there's useful delusion, right? Like when you're starting a business, when you're working out, when you're trying something new, you need to believe, you need to have this high self-efficacy that you could achieve whatever you're seeking. And it might not be true, or you might not have the skills. And you honestly, most of the time, when you start anything, you have to suck. What's that Chinese proverb, girls? The way this one Chinese proverbs go is that everything must be hard when you start. It must be hard in the beginning. It gets easier over time. But to know that you'll get better over time is a sort of a delusion, right? Because in the moment, you have no evidence to back that up. You just have none, okay? So something to think about, but I got some other clips I want to play for you guys. Check out this clip. I thought this was pretty interesting. Take a look.
Last week, a guy I'd been talking to for 3 weeks stood me up on a date. And when I say stood me up, I mean he planned the date, said he was going to pick me up. I was like ready, dress on. And he did not show, never heard from him again, like fully ghosted. And before this, like 2 days before this, he had come into my workplace after planning this date to like hang out and surprise me and was like being all sweet and stuff. And so the whole like ghosting, standing up on the date thing really threw me through a loop, like understandably, to the point where I was like, is this guy fucking dead? And so I had my friend call his workplace the next day, which, sir, yes, if you're watching this, that was me, duh, to see if he was alive. He was alive, so he's just an asshole. And so ever since then, my friends, understandably, daily, have been like, have you heard anything? Have you heard anything? Nope, haven't heard anything. And to be honest, I could not give less of a fuck. Thank you for freeing me from you. Because, like, that is, like, where are your manners? Why would you do that to someone? That is so indecent. The more I think about it, the more annoyed I get. I was sad for maybe 2 days. And then after those 2 days, I've been like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Like, what is wrong with you? Last week,
I don't believe you. And this is what I mean. Women talk so they could try to trick you into believing something about them that they want you to believe. Why do you need us to believe that you're over a guy that you just told us a whole story about and came to the internet with it? Why do you need me to believe that? What do you benefit from me believing that this guy's not living in your head rent-free? Because clearly he is. And that's why your friends keep telling you, hey, has he showed up? Has he called? That's why you sent your friends to call his job to see if he was dead. Because clearly he can't just not want you, right? Clearly he can't reject you. He has to be dead in order for him to like, not show up to the date you guys planned together. Women have no idea what it's like to be a man. We deal with rejection so often. It's so often. Even me, I have success on dating apps. And I think I'm pretty successful on dating apps. And I say that because I've dated girls, hooked up with girls. And, you know, anytime I'm ready to just find someone new, I can go on a dating app. And at any given time, I could be talking to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different girls. But oftentimes, girls are finicky, right? You get a number and it goes nowhere. You go on a date and it goes nowhere. These things happen. And we just accept it. The way I look at it is some people have bad taste. And that's just the truth. You know how I know? Because there's single mothers out in the world. Why do single mothers out exist? Because women who have bad taste in men. They choose the worst of the worst. They get pregnant by them. And now they don't want them anymore. When they realize they choose the worst of the worst. I see it happen all the time. So I'm not personally offended when a girl doesn't choose me. Maybe you shouldn't be personally offended at all either. But I think it's very funny and very telling that you're trying to convince the world of something that you know to be true. Because the one thing I agree and I really think about in these moments is that you, the girl, I'm referring to the girl in this video, you're the only person that knows every lie you've ever told. So you can try to fool us, but you can't fool yourself. So might as well just tell the truth. Okay, and if you, like I said, if you're going to move on from a guy, just move on. You don't got to tell us about it. Just do it. Anyway, I thought this video was pretty interesting. Take a look.
You all know that even if you pay child support and visit your child pretty regularly, that you could still be a deadbeat. It's possible. I just went down to North Carolina for a modification of child support because my daughter's bio dad did not update his 3 times increased income since 2017. So I requested a modification of the child support. Now, before I even went, the caseworker input, everything from how much he makes. They put me at minimum wage because I am a stay-at-home mom.
This is the perfect example of the warped, delusional reality that women live in, where they think that they can sit on their ass and do absolutely nothing and still collect checks and have these men pay their way while simultaneously saying that their baby daddies are deadbeats. Like, can someone make it make sense? How are you going to talk shit about your baby daddy when you don't even work? You said you're a stay-at-home mom and that they put you on minimum wage because you don't work. And you have the audacity to feel entitled to your baby daddy's money. Oh, wait, but there's more. She's got more to say.
And I was like, you don't even see her every month. You see her every 2 or every 3 months, and you have set quarterly visits for her, right? So he lies. He's like, Melissa, yes I do. I could show you proof. I said, pull it up.
So which one is it? Because you started out this video saying that your baby daddy sees his child pretty regularly. But now that you want more money, you're twisting the narrative to start saying, oh, well, you don't even see your kid that much. Oh, well, you don't even do this. Oh, well, I can show proof that you don't see your kid enough, and that's why I'm entitled to your money because you've gotten a raise. I love how the narrative always changes up as soon as these women want more money. As soon as these women want more money, now he's not doing enough. Now he's not seeing the kid enough. Now he's not contributing enough. Now she needs more and more and more.
It's because they weaponize her kids. Because she's a failure at life and she needs a man's money to do the things that she wants to do, she needs to weaponize his child against him. And they think they're good people. And you're like, oh, the patriarchy. You're using the patriarchy against your baby daddy. How do I know? Because this is how it works, right? This is how the court system works. She's going to go to the court system, request for more money, and if he doesn't pay it, there's consequences for it. And who is going to deliver those consequences? Men. Men are going to show up to his house, possibly arrest him. They're going to have a warrant out for his arrest and throw him in jail if he does not obey the court orders. The patriarchy. You're using the patriarchy against men. And you think you're oppressed. Overweight, stay-at-home woman trying to milk a man for every income increase he has because you're just entitled to everything he has and he's not entitled to nothing you have. The court can't enforce you to sleep with me, but they can enforce me to give you my hard-earned money. And you feel entitled to it. This is why it's dangerous. It's dangerous out here, man. It's dangerous out here. Anyway, look, I gotta hold this girl accountable. Shout out to Shay. Shay is a beautiful girl with a pixie cut. But I came across this video. I was disappointed in it. And I hold everybody accountable across the board, myself and everyone I know. Okay? And so, Shay, I gotta do the same for you. Okay? So let's listen to what she has to say, and we're gonna give her some straightening.
I can't stand when men come out of my posts and say, but what do you look like with all that makeup? What all that makeup? What all that makeup? Sir, I'm wearing tinted moisturizer. There's literally no coverage. That's one of the reasons, one of the many, many reasons why I can't let a man humble me, because they don't even know the difference between full coverage foundation, medium coverage, buildable, tinted moisturizer, light coverage. They don't know the difference. Go educate yourself at Sephora before you come under my comments talking about makeup. They don't know the difference between a full glam, soft glam, no makeup, daytime makeup. They don't know the difference. And if they do know the difference, go build something. Go build something. Go mentor the youth. Go be a deacon. That's the problem. Not enough men are working in churches anymore. Go deacon somewhere instead of being under my post talking about makeup. I can't stand.
It's so funny to me because you said go build something. Who do you think build the factories that produce your makeup products or any of your beauty products? Who do you think is working in those factories, packaging and shipping and driving? How do you think those products just came about? Who do you think is harvesting the raw materials to build your makeup products? All men. But what I think is so interesting that you said, Shay, you said, oh, a man is acts. And I think it's a legit question. What do you look like without all that makeup? And you said, oh, you're trying to humble you. So you tell me you're humbled without makeup? You're barefaced, no makeup, you feel humbled? Ladies, this is what we have to do every day. Every day I walk around with no makeup, no cake, no paste on my face. Every day. I don't get the luxury to be unhealthy and to put some paint on my face to look like I am healthy. That's a luxury that you guys have. And yes, even though you look nice, I'm not saying you don't, but we're curious because we know it's not true. We know your skin doesn't actually look that smooth. Do you know how many women look night and day different without makeup? You don't. Oh, actually you do, because you think it humbles you. So let's put it like this. If you're humbled by being in your natural state, then we're asking a legit question. It's a legit question if you feel humbled without having makeup on. It's funny to me that women shame men about how they look, how much money they got. But we have nothing equivalent to makeup that can make us lie about what we have to offer. And then you feel like it's humbling when we want to know the real you. Imagine that. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.